What's up, everybody? Freebooter here, and you have no idea how much I did not want to make this video. I actually just want to package this stuff and ship it out. I don't want to make this video. I just want to get this over with. But I swore that I would make a video of everything I sold this month. So I'm gonna stick with it, even though I'm already tired. I'm already exhausted. I'm not really tired or exhausted. I'm just kind of like, oh my goodness, I just want to do this. I don't want to make a video. I'm going to make a video anyways, though, because I swore that I was going to. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I woke up at 5, and this is where the day got off on the wrong foot, or I got off on the wrong foot. I woke up at 5 because that's my alarm. I went back to sleep and slept for another 2 hours, and very disappointed in myself for doing that. Got up at 7 o'clock. Unfortunately, today... Usually I'm off Monday, but today we had a problem with our toilets. I work at a flea market, and my boss and me and the plumber had to work on the toilets all day. So it's 1:30 now, and I have to have all this stuff. I'm supposed to be shipping 17 items today. I'm not going to do 17, or if I have time to do 17. Actually, it's almost 2 right now. It's 1:47 right now. And so I have 3 hours to package up all this stuff. Most of it's actually pretty easy. So maybe I can do all 17 items. You know what? Actually, let me go and get the other items, because I think I actually can do all 17 items. Now that I'm looking at this stuff now, I was thinking 17 items, I don't know. But, you know, now that I'm looking at this, there's nothing really that big or anything. So let's do all 17 items right now. Alright, so I got 15 items here. I'm actually missing 2 snap-on sockets that I'm supposed to be shipping, but unfortunately I didn't put a number on those. So I know I still have them back there somewhere, but I don't have the snap-on sockets. But keep your eye open for snap-on all the time. So here's what we got. 15 items. I made close to $500. There's a lot of cheaper stuff. I used to only sell more expensive stuff, but these days I have been putting up like $18 and $12 items. And the main reason this stuff is cheaper is it's been up on my eBay for a little longer than I like, and I keep dropping the price until it goes from, like, I originally put this up for $40, and I think, you know, eventually somebody else put one up for $30, then somebody else put one up for $25, then somebody else put one up for $15, and then blah blah blah. And this one eventually sold for $12.72. Well, I paid $2 for this out at the... Oh, no, excuse me. Yeah, it's $2. I paid $2 for this out of the flea market. This is Charm City Cakes Chef Duff Mini Mate. This is a Mini Mate. Sold for $12.72. Yeah, so when I originally put this up, there was only like one other up, and it was like $60 or something. Now there's some up. I think there's some up for like $15 and stuff. But yeah, just because you see something up for like $60 does not mean you can get $60 for it. Next, we got this really cool Fisher-Price X-Ray Woman. Never discount or never overlook small action figures, small toys. Some of these just go for some decent money. And I mean, this is a tiny little old, I think it's late 70s or early 80s. Is there a date on here? 74. Oh, mid-70s. Yeah, Fisher-Price X-Ray Woman. There was an X-Ray Man as well. She's clear. I actually thought she was a robot when I first found her, and it took me a little investigating to figure out who this was. And I sold her for $18 shipped. Got her for next to nothing out of the flea market. Next, we got a bunch of old 90s Warcraft pewter figurines. Any of these pewter figurines, if it looks like some sort of RPG stuff, do some investigating, and a lot of these go for some decent money. So yeah, Warcraft figurines. I can't remember the names of any of these guys, but anytime you see some serious, badass looking pewter miniatures, do some research, and you can pick this stuff up for pretty cheap. I think I paid like $1 for this at a thrift shop. I've had these for a while, but they eventually sold for $35, free shipping. Next, we sold a Wii console. Now this is your basic Wii console, but this is pretty beat up. It's all like dirty and worn and stuff, but I did test it. It works good. It has one Wiimote with all the wires and the sensor and everything, but it is pretty worn out, and it's missing the cover that goes over the GameCube controller slots. It's kind of dirty. Jeez. But everything does work, and it sold for $45 really fast. It sold for 45 bucks almost immediately. So I have 2 other Wii's up already, and I have one more that I need to put up. Actually, 2 more Wii's. Wii's are a dime a dozen out there. You pick them up for like $5 all the time. Yeah, I have one complete one that still needs to go up, and then one just replacement console that needs to go up. Next, we sold some Avengers Lego minifigures. We got 3, 4, 5 of them, including Iron Man, Black Widow, Loki. I can't remember that other. He's like a robot, and then Thor. We got 30 bucks for those. The funny thing about these is for this entire set, I can't remember what number the set is, but the set, it's number 6 or 68, 69. It's actually better to take the minifigures out and sell them for 30 than it is to sell the set for like, I think it was like 50 bucks or something like that. I don't know, maybe you could make a couple extra bucks on the set, but really this is only going to cost me a couple bucks, whereas the set was going to cost me probably like 8 bucks to ship. So it's almost the same price, it's almost the same amount of profit to sell the figures versus the entire set. Legos are really strange like that. Next, we sold this VH1 Honors, June 1994. Bought this in a huge lot of cable network caps out here at the flea market. I got like 140 of them for 100 bucks. Sold this one. This one took probably 4 months to sell. I still have a ton of these, probably 60 of them or something like that. And they sell, you know, just a couple here and there for 15 to like 40 bucks a piece. This one sold for 25 bucks shipped. And yeah, it took 4 months to sell. Some stuff just waits around. I mean, some stuff just sits around and then sells. Next, we sold this Time Machine book. Now, this is almost exactly like a Choose Your Own Adventure book. It's called the Time Machine series. This is number 23. I got $11.87. Now, this kind of book is actually way better to sell in lots because you can pick them up for like 50 cents a piece or something like that. And you can make some decent money if you sell them in lots. Obviously, I didn't make that much on this, but I actually got this in a giant. I actually bought an entire library out at an estate sale. These people had a the bottom of their house. They had a room that was all books, and there was just like, I probably bought 1,500 books for like 100 bucks. And those estate sale people, they just want to get rid of books because they're going to have to deal with all of that. If they don't sell all the books, then they're going to have to deal with moving all those heavy books. And a lot of the time, the people who are putting on the estate sales, they're not in very good shape. They're a little overweight and so forth, and they don't want to have to put out more energy than they need to. Next, this is a Nintendo DS Mario Hoops 3-on-3 DS game, and I got 10 bucks free shipping for that game. Always keep your eye out for Mario. Not very much money, but easy to list, easy to ship. I mean, it's obviously going to sell. Next, video game week continues. So I picked up an awesome lot of DS stuff, which is this. I picked up an awesome lot of Game Boy Advance stuff. I picked up an awesome lot of PlayStation 1 and 2 stuff. I've just been picking up tons of cool video games lately, and video games always sell. Video games are worth their weight in gold, basically. So I paid $22 for a lot of PS1 and PS2 games. I sold one of the games for $148. That's in a past video that I just made. This one is The Legend of Dragoon. It's not complete, but it does have all 4 discs, and all 4 discs are tested and working. So I got 25 bucks for that. That's awesome. And more video games. Let's check these video games out. We got Alien Trilogy. Picked that up out here at the flea market for $1. And yeah, keep your eye open for horror stuff. It sold for 15 bucks. You know, $1 into 15. Not a big deal, but. And this came in that $22 lot of PlayStation 1 and 2 games. This is Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition, and it's complete. And it sold for 10 bucks. Took about 3 days to sell. And Resident Evil. I actually used to collect Resident Evil games, and I'm kind of selling my collection off right now because Resident Evil 2 Remake just came out a little bit ago, and there's a big thing going on about Resident Evil, and people are getting back into it, and they're spending a little bit more money on Resident Evil games. So I'm just selling all my Resident Evil games off. We got this is the first one of my collection to go. This is Resident Evil Dead Aim, and you know, when this kind of stuff happens, the games aren't going to rocket up in price or anything like that, but some of the games, like this, I think sold for like 20 bucks before. Now it's selling for 25. You know, like a game that sold for 30 before might be going for 40 now. Maybe, you know, I think Dino Crisis was going for like 20 before. Now it's going for like almost $40 or something like that. So yeah, the Capcom survival horror games are going up a bit right now. So if you have some, sell those suckers. Who knows? Maybe they're going to keep going up in price, and I'm being an idiot here. So, you know, let's go with keep with the video game lot. Now, this might be a little controversial here. I got some PlayStation 2 games, and when I got the really cool lot of PS2 and PS1 games at the thrift shop, I needed a PS2 to test them all out. So I went on Facebook, found a PS2 with a lot of games, and I'm selling those games. So I paid $50. I paid $50 for the PS2 and a bunch of games. There was a $35 game in there, and the PS2 itself, I can get $50, maybe $60 on eBay, or locally I can get $30 for it. But I basically just needed it to test out those games, and it came with these. So I actually got $60 for this lot of PS2 games. We got Grand Theft Auto, Need for Speed Underground, all sorts of cool stuff in here. Not that much junk. It's not like a bunch of sports titles or anything like that. But it took for about 3 days to sell. Got $60, free shipping, and I'm shipping these media mail. Now some people might go, hey, you cannot ship video games media mail. Well, if you look on the USPS site, it says that DVDs and CDs can both ship media mail. Now, PS2 games were made on DVD-ROMs, and a DVD has to be readable by a computer. So this is a DVD-ROM. All the PS2 games here are actually made on DVDs. So they are legally media mail. Boom. What up? Next. The older games actually legally, I guess, like the PS1 games were not on DVDs. I don't even think the PS3 or PS4, I'm not really sure how the rest work, but PS2 games, I believe they were all on DVD-ROM. Next, we got a Lion King. This is from the Lion King 2, I think, and it's a piggy bank. I cannot remember these two names. I can only remember the names from the first one, Simba and so forth. But I got $30 for this. Not a lot to say about it. Just a cool, rare piggy bank that, it's, you know, Disney. There's Disney collectors out there waiting for something to be rare. There's so much Disney stuff that is common that when something's rare, they get excited about it. And they pay $30 for this plastic piggy bank. Got this in a lot of toys out here at the flea market for almost nothing. So probably 50 cents or $1 or something like that. And next, I think this is the big sale, isn't it? Is this the big sale? Well, they sell this for $60, but this is $50, and this is the Expositor's Study Bible. Now, I bought somebody's booth out. There's a guy out here who always brings pretty cool stuff out to the flea market, and he doesn't bring a bunch of junk. A lot of people bring junk, and they bring the same thing all the time. This guy brings pretty cool stuff. I mean, he brings nice stuff out every time, and if he doesn't sell it after like a week or two, then he just sells everything for really cheap, just to like make room and keep bringing in that new stuff. So I bought out, but the funny thing is, like, he's good at this. He's good at flea market stuff, but he's not good at looking stuff up on eBay. So he doesn't know exactly how much certain stuff goes for. This is the Expositor's Study Bible, Ladies Edition. He had it for sale for $5. I could have just got it for $5, but instead I bought all of his whole booth. So it ended up coming out to, like, I paid maybe $2 for this thing, and I got $50 shipped on it. Anytime you see a Bible with like that's not just a regular Bible, I've done super good with Bibles, super good with Bibles. So anytime you see a Bible, check out the Bible. Anytime you see a Bible, check that sucker out. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.